Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Grillo with Express Dentist, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about dental porcelain veneers. You may be aware of them, you may have seen them. They can really transform the appearance of a smile and add a lot of confidence and beauty to a smile. So, we're just going to run through 10 facts or interesting tidbits about porcelain veneers. Some of them are educational, and some of them are just plain interesting, and they may help you get a better feel for what they're all about. But first of all, where'd they really come from? Well, number one, they really made their grand entry onto the stage in the 1920s in Hollywood. This was after the First World War and before the Great Depression. There was a fair amount of prosperity, and there was a real leaning towards fashion and design and that type of thing. And so Hollywood stars really started to want to have a nice smile. And so there was actually a California dentist that kicked that off, and that's really where they got their start. And number two, porcelain veneers are a blend of an art and a science. And so, there's a fair amount of technical skill that goes into crafting these veneers, but there's a tremendous amount of art that's involved because we're talking about not just color, but translucency and surface texture and proportion, all kinds of neat little characteristics that make veneers absolutely beautiful and look very natural. Number three, they're very customized, very personalized. There's not something just out of the box that you put on for veneers. These are made for each and every person individually, which is what makes it so interesting to be able to incorporate some of those characteristics I mentioned just a moment ago. Number four, the nice thing about veneers is that there's really a minor, very, very minor amount of tooth preparation or shaping. The outer surface of the front of the tooth may be shaped a little bit so that this very thin porcelain can be bonded or glued onto the front of it. So there really isn't discomfort like there could be potentially after having, say, a tooth removed or more extensive type of preparation. In some cases, people don't even have to be numbed up. And so number five, that's another thing about them is that there's not really an extensive recovery or healing period because these are done above the gum line, they're done on the surface of the tooth, and they're bonded into place and they're ready to go as soon as they are done. So you can get back to your life fairly quickly. Now, the other thing that's interesting is that, porcelain veneers may actually help you modify your habits because you have these beautiful teeth, and so you're not likely to want to chew on pens or chew on ice cubes, things that can be damaging. So that can be really helpful actually in modifying some of the habits that you may have developed over time. And along that line, number seven, it can help you really learn to take better care of your teeth in general, because when you feel good about your teeth and you love your smile, then you're just really inspired to keep an eye on it and to take care of it and do all the things that you need to prevent any types of problems. Number eight, porcelain veneers, they can fix more than just the front teeth, the smile teeth. We sometimes call them, like when you smile and you see usually from canine to canine, side to side. And so they're very good at fixing those front six teeth, but they can also be really good for fixing the teeth down the sides, for example, or even the lower front teeth. If those are showing and bothering you, there's ways where those can be corrected with porcelain veneers. And number nine, porcelain veneers can be replaced if they wear out. The nice thing is that they can last a long, long time. I've seen porcelain veneers that have easily been on for 15 or 20 years and still look really good. Again, sometimes it goes back to how you modify your habits and how well you take care of things. But if you do, these can last a long time. Even though it's thin porcelain, it's it's bonded porcelain, so it's actually becomes part of the outer layer of your tooth, becomes very strong. And so you could have minor chipping, or you could have something that happens where you want to change the appearance of your teeth down the road. But again, with the right care, these can last a long time, but they can also be fairly easily replaced. And number 10, and I think this is, really vital, is that porcelain veneers can really change you. So they can change your smile, but they can change the way you feel. And that is so important because it affects our confidence, our self-esteem, our social interactions. And there's studies that show that people do better in business when their smile is one that's considered attractive. So, if you're concerned about your smile at all, or you think there's something that could be done for it, it's really worth having a conversation with a dentist. It doesn't mean you have to do anything, or it may be much simpler than you think. But if porcelain veneers are a good fit, then you may find that that is a step that is life changing for you. Now, at Express Dentists, we have a trusted network of providers all across the country in many, many different markets. And so, if you're looking for somebody that you think would provide an opportunity for you to change your smile, maybe with porcelain veneers, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to help and to send you in a certain direction and help you find the right fit so that you can keep smiling. Thank you and take care.